What is going on, horror fam? Come closer, my friends. I have something scary to show you because we are live. Yeah, baby. Yeah, let it rain through. Let it rain through, baby. Let me tell you something. Tonight, we are going to be discussing which A Nightmare on Elm Street film is definitively the best in the entire franchise. And we're going to be determining definitively which is the worst in the entire franchise. Now, if you check it out here, Horror Fam, I already have the board loaded up. You will notice we have every A Nightmare on Elm Street movie out there on this list and ready to go, baby. And I'm also going to include some Freddy versus Jason, some FVJ on this list. We are going to get into it, and we're going to answer the burning question that is on everyone's mind. Which is best and which is worse? Now, let me say, baby, let me see, who have we got in the chat right now? I want some hands up. I want to know who's going to be helping me deliberate and figure this out. Now, look, that is the thing, though. That is the problem. This is not up to me. This is not all up to me, baby. This is on you. This is the users decide, the viewers decide. Baby, it is your choice. This is your vote that really matters this year, okay? Okay? We're going to figure it out, but I got to see who's in here, baby. We got Big BP in here. What is going on, BP? We got Vile just sliding right on in, baby. We got Blainsky. Look at little Blainsky there. Caressed, of course, by Mr. Doug Bradley himself. We have the Sarge, or should I say the Sailor Outlaw George Ishak in here. We got Billy Judd here, baby. We got JK. Look at JK making his triumphant return to the horror fam. Glad to have you in here, JK. Hope everything's going okay with you, brother. I know you had some family in town. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Oh, Vile is ready to throw out a controversial opinion that he has. I'm always eager to hear what those are. Artsy, let's hear it for Artsy, everybody. Let's get it for Artsy. Yes, indeed. Artsy's first time ever being on time. First time ever, folks. Setting records here on Talk Horror tonight, baby. Gory Tiger. We got Gory Tiger in here rocking the Crypt Keeper emoji. Loving it, baby. Merry early Christmas to you too, Sarge. Oh, my goodness. DGen, it has been a hot minute since we've seen that smiling face in here. My goodness, we got JP. What's going on, JP? Where you been, boy? Okay, now look. Now, y'all may notice I want to hear some opinions. We got the new equipment in. Don't have the new camera yet, but we do have the new mic in. We got some new sound stuff going on. Can y'all hear this, or is it just me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear that. Oh, my God. Zeke the Plumber. Never seen you in here before, so welcome to the horror fam, Zeke the Plumber. You can never grow old, you can never die. You are now one of us, brother, and I love that People Under the Stairs reference. Wow, okay, so y'all can hear it, baby. Y'all can hear it. Okay, cool. Well, can you hear this? Let's get this going. Let's get this. Whoa! Look at that, man. We got all kinds of cool stuff going on. Dang on. But what about this? Let's do this.
Hey, how's it going out there, horror fam? Do y'all like this? Huh?
Yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff going on tonight, baby.
All kinds of cool stuff.
Whoa, Blainsky in his house. Yeah. So we have some cool stuff going on. Like I said, we don't have the camera in just yet, but we do have the equipment. So I'm hoping that you are hearing better audio. Please let me know if the audio sounds better, the microphone, all of that. I'm dying to know. I've been messing around a little bit, trying to get this ready to rock for tonight's stream. I've been teasing a little bit. but we're going to see. We're going to see. It's y'all's opinion that matters. BP Anna is not feeling better yet. Not feeling better yet. She is on the mend, though. Hey, what's up, Ross Incognito? Number one, I know where that profile picture comes from, and I love it. And hello from a fellow West Virginian. Glad to have you in here, brother. We are setting records tonight. We have 70,000 people in here already. This is incredible. JP saying the audio does sound better. Hammerhead saying the sound is smooth. I like it, baby. I like it. JK celebrating English. It's a thing. JK celebrating being a member for 4 months, over 4 years now. That's right, JK. That is right, baby. Speaking of which, I have a new picture that's going to be coming up in the members community tab tonight. For all you members, make sure you check on that tab. Make sure you take advantage of those benefits, because I received a package from DOD, Daughter of Death, one of our HorrorFam alumni. I don't know why she sent me a huge Halloween package or Thanksgiving package, excuse me, but it had a ton of Halloween candy in it, and she sent me this super awesome, like, pumpkin pecan waffle candle. I don't even know how she knows that I love burning candles all the time. I feel like it fuels my creativity. But she sent me one, her and the good old Doc, and I just love you guys for it, man. Thank y'all so much. I have that picture somewhere, Chad. I don't know where it's at. Oh, Ross in Charleston, West Virginia. Well, let me ask you a question, Ross. Have you hit up? I just found out. Now, I want to know if you've hit it up. Have you hit up the restaurant igloos or the warm igloos? I can't remember what they're calling them, but I am very curious about those, man. Very curious. Mikey Decrepit. Oh, look at that. Whoa. I'm loving that. Is that you in the picture there, Mikey Decrepit? Now, number one, newbie here, so I have to welcome you to the HorrorFam appropriately. So welcome to the HorrorFam, my friend. You can never grow old. You can never die. You are now one of us. Mikey Decrepit says, great movies. I saw most of these as a 7 through 8 year old in 89/90. I had divorced parents and mom would rent me whatever I wanted, so I would leave her alone when I was there for weekend visits. Sorry about your parents, man, unless it was like total toxic environment. Either way, man, it sucks for a kid, but that's awesome, dude. I was watching horror that young and just, yeah, man. Yeah, right? Right? Great movies, man. Oh, man. One of us now, baby. All right. Oh, Ross, you haven't hit that up yet. Okay. Well, is there anything else in Charleston I should be hitting up for the winter festivities? Just curious. I'm going to be hitting up some light shows soon and stuff like that. So I could definitely use some suggestions if you have any. But with that, my friends, first we'll get into Vile's controversial opinion, and then we'll get into the voting. Vile says, I'm just going to throw out my controversial opinion right now. Freddy's Revenge, which is, of course, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, is his favorite. Wow, that is definitely a controversial opinion right there, man. Definitely some controversy right there. Definitely. But I do feel like A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 has gained its following within the past decade or so. You know, it used to be that movies like A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Friday the 13th Part 5, and Halloween 3 absolutely got lambasted. Everybody hated those movies. Everybody talked smack about them. Nobody liked them. They were rated like a 3.0 on freaking IMDb. Not anymore, man. Their cult following has been unearthed. They are now a part of the zeitgeist, the horror zeitgeist. And now now people aren't afraid to say, hey, man, I like those, you know? All right. Oh, hey, Stephen Chang, you hit me up, brother. Let's get it going. Mikey Decrypt is saying, yeah, that is him in his death metal band called Miley. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but there it is, folks. You can check it out if you like. I'm going to check it out. I'm a huge metalhead, Mikey, and that is badass that you have found our streams, brother. Welcome to the HorrorFam, man. I got my guitars over here on the wall next to me. I can't tell exactly what you're playing It looks like possibly like a Rhodes. I can't tell. I cannot tell. But I have a Alexi Leho signature hanging up right here beside of me, man. So it's a very similar shaped. Very cool. All right, man. Here we go. And Ross saying Bar 101 in Charleston is my go-to. Sam's Uptown Cafe. Where do you get your best cup of coffee, dude? That's what I need to know, man. I'm a coffee connoisseur. I got to stop in and get me some of that good. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Oh, and Ross bringing out the Morbid Angel. Bow to me faithfully. I love it, Ross. I love it, baby. Love it, dude. Oh, man. Okay. Here we go, my friends. And tonight, Mike Snap coming in the house, baby. Coming into the house. What's going on, Mike Snap? Man, we're getting all the bad boys in here tonight. I love it, baby. I love it. Max, you are in for a doozy, brother. You're in for a barn burner. You're in for what some might call a slobber knocker. We're going to find out which is the best and worst A Nightmare on Elm Street in the franchise, baby. And man, oh my goodness. Tons of people in here right now. Val appreciating the Alexi Leho signature I have hanging up beside it. Dude, I absolutely will. That is a guitar that will be with me until I am no longer here, my friend. I love it. It's the best guitar I've ever played. And that's not just saying that just because I love Alexi and it's an Alexi signature. Like, if it wasn't, I would never touch it. I would just leave it hanging. But it is 100% my main guitar. It is my go-to. It sounds wonderful and it plays immaculately, dude. Like, it is great. Archie saying, yo, I looked at the new Xmas merch and gave myself a mini heart attack seeing Nate Reagan's name while it was loading. Yes. So, of course, the new Talk Horror winter merch, this is limited edition merch, has in fact dropped. This is the design right here, folks. Link is, of course, in the description below. Or if you type the command in the chat, I believe it is !store. This will pop, a link will pop up. You can pick this bad boy up for the holidays, man. Bring in Christmas with Reagan. Of course, The Exorcist being my favorite horror film. So this is probably my favorite merch design. Got to be. Apart from, of course, the classic Talk Horror tee. That's got to be it, man. That has got to be it. All right, man. Yeah, we are going to see. Degenerate saying this will go downhill really fast. We are going to see. Here we go, my friends. Here is the board. This is what we're looking at. Number 1 through number 9, okay? We're going to click right here on number 9 and make sure everybody knows. This is the worst if you get put down here. This is the absolute worst. JK donated $25. Oh my goodness. JK, brother. Oh my goodness. Now that, of course, buys JK a challenge on tonight's ranking. But bro, $25. Let's hear it for JK, please, my friends. Let's hear it for JK, horror fam. Dropping $25 on me like it is absolutely nothing. That was a total what moment? Oh my God, I'm having fun with all these for you, JK. And I'll tell you what, baby. Woo, JK, that's for you. Let's get this going for JK. Let's get this going for him. Ooh, do y'all hear that sexiness, JK? Unleashing on us, baby. I love it. I love it, dude. Man, thank you so much, JK. You have no idea how much the support helps, my friends. You have absolutely no idea. To you channel members, to you people who donate, thank you so much. So much. Girth Brooks. Loving the name, dude. Loving the name. Welcome to the horror fam. Girth Brooks. You can never grow old. You can never die. You are now one of us. Welcome home, my friend. Oh my goodness. Oh man. All right, my friends. JK, man, we're gonna have to get a cold shower after that. JK putting the goodness on us. Oh man. Oh man. Woo! All right. We're going to get these votings going up right now, my friends. Right now. So here's the boards. Here's the boards right now. Okay, my friends. So I want you to tell me in the chat, and we will get the voting going. But I want you to nominate which movie you think should be the best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Which do you nominate to go to the voting stage for best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street movie? I'll give JK two challenges for that. 2.5 for that, baby. So Hammerhead is saying Dream Warriors. DJN is saying Dream Warriors. Trav Zimmerman, welcome to the stream, brother man. Glad to see you drop in here. And yes, Anna is still unfortunately under the weather, but that at least gives me time to set up her new equipment and prepare her for her big return whenever she feels like making a comeback. Okay. So I'm seeing the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm seeing Dream Warriors. I have also seen New Nightmare. Okay, Val is saying A Nightmare on Elm Street. Billy Judd, Anna's in there by herself, dude. She's just hanging out. She may be watching the stream. I'm not even sure. She's just hanging out on the couch, man. She's had a little bit rough. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, the Changster, baby. Chang's got it. He's got it locked down, Artsy. Chang knows a lot. Knows a lot of horror legends. Okay, here's what we're going to do. So this is what I've seen. Now, like I said, this is up to you all. Who makes it onto the boards tonight, okay? I'm staying out of it, but I will say, I think a lot of you who watch the streams know what I would put at number one. At least I think so. Archie saying, tell Anna we miss her and wish her well. Absolutely will. Okay, so I'm getting the poll ready. And it's going to come down between Dream Warriors, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and New Nightmare. Those are the ones I saw nominated. So the poll is currently up, my friends. Cast your votes right now. Every vote counts. This is let me tell you something, baby. You may have got tricked, a couple weeks ago or whatever into, this is the most important vote you'll ever cast, blah, blah, blah bullshit. This right here, baby, tonight, this is for all the marbles right now, baby. This is to determine the ranking of the A Nightmare on Elm Street franchise as voted by the HorrorFam. We're going to figure this out. Okay. This is where your vote actually matters. And right now, this is a hootenanny, Max Snap. A hootenanny, brother. Dream Warriors is beating out A Nightmare on Elm Street. All right, my friends. Oh, my goodness. We have a tie right now between the original Nightmare on Elm Street and Dream Warriors. Cast your votes, my friends. This is for all the marbles. JK, I will send that love to Anna, my friend. I will absolutely send that love to Anna. Blansky wrote in Chad as president. I feel really bad for the country if Chad ever landed that role, man. I know Chad. He's going to go ham. Val sending in the we love you, Anna. Anna, I hope you can hear all this love that is being sent your way, baby. I wish I had a sound for that. Maybe we'll do this. Aww. I feel like we should save that sound for when Anna comes back to the stream, though. And then a wild Anna appears, kind of thing. That would be awesome. Dude, I'm with you, Billy Judd. I wish we had saw Philip and Jennifer's dream power in Dream Warriors. I think Jennifer, I'm not exactly sure what she would have been, but maybe she would have showed up because she was an aspiring actress. Maybe she would have showed up as somebody that Freddie knew in real life, kind of maybe tried to trick him like Jenny did in Friday the 13th Part 2 when she kind of tried to pull off the Pamela Voorhees look. Maybe she could have done something like that, like showed up as Amanda Kruger or something, and I think Philip, maybe he could have commanded a freaking puppet army, dude. I think that would have been awesome. I think that could have been awesome. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to, JK. I think Mike says he likes the humor with horror, but the later Nightmare on Elm Street's just got comedies pretty much. Agreed, man. And I think that was one cool thing they did with the remake, man. They went back to horror, and I thought that was really cool. All right, we are going to end the poll here. The votes are in. And A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, takes the cake. So there we go, my friends. There we go. Let's hear it. Woo! A Nightmare on Elm Street. We all knew it, and we're going to zoom in so everybody can see. A Nightmare on Elm Street has been voted the best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street film. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Dream Warriors was so close to taking it. So close. But now, my friends, I got to ask, what would you vote for the second best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street film? What would you vote as the second best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street film? Let's get those nominees in and we will let the voting commence. We're going to deliberate. We're going to decide. Hammerhead is saying Dream Warriors. We're going to go ahead and get that up as an option. Of course, man. Of course. I think Dream Warriors definitely is going to take this one. Personally, after that poll is done, I would have put Dream Warriors at number one. I understand the original getting the first position. I wouldn't complain about that whatsoever. But to me, I like Dream Warriors the best. JK saying the OG wasn't his choice either, but it was great. Yeah, the OG is phenomenal. Such a great movie. We've talked about that on the podcast before. Such a good movie. Ross is nominating Freddy's Revenge for second best overall. We're going to throw that up there. Okay. And what else do we have here? Let's have a look. Of course, we have Freddy. Vile is voting Freddy versus Jason. Vile is voting Freddy versus Jason. So I'm going to throw it up there. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here, man. Okay. I think this is it. I think our poll is ready. Here we go, my friends. Here we go. Starting the poll. Which is the best? Cast your vote right now. Coming down between Dream Warriors, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, and Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, anything can, Blansky does bring up a good point here, and this is part of the Scream rules. Anything can happen in the third movie, Billy Judd, because Billy Judd is, of course, asking, why did Wes Craven kill off Nancy in Dream Warriors? Surprising as hell and heartbreaking and very effective. Very effective. I'm actually bummed out. As much as I do like the Dream Master, which is A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, I am very bummed out how quickly Freddy rolls through the original Dream Warriors in part 4. It sucks. Kincaid, Joey, and Kristen get killed off in the freaking beginning of the movie, and they were so kick-ass in Dream Warriors in part 3. How could they do that? I don't know, but they did. All right, cast those votes, my friends. Cast those votes. Dream Warriors taking a commanding lead right now. Freddy's Revenge and Freddy versus Jason tied with only 14% of the votes. We're going to see here. Blansky with a hot take. Blansky with a hot take. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this. Blansky saying he misses Randy Meeks from Scream more than Nancy from A Nightmare on Elm Street. I want to know what the chat has to say about that. I want to know what the HorrorFam has to say about that, man. My goodness. Blansky with the hot take. Okay. Thank you so much, Chang. Thank you so much, man. Oh, dude, that's going to be wicked. I hope we see them come in here. Vile saying he loves number 2 because of Freddy in that movie as a whole. His appearance was top notch. That scene of him through the fire at the pool party is iconic to me. I'm going to tell you something, Vile. I think Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, is one of the darkest iterations of Freddy Krueger we got throughout the entire franchise. Freddy was very dark in that movie, very sinister. Randy Meeks is the movie-loving geek Hammerhead in the Scream franchise, played by Jamie Kennedy. All right. Let's end this poll and see who wins for second best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street movie. What have we got here? Of course, it is Dream Warriors. Don't wanna dream no more with the Dream Warriors. Yeah, baby. All right, so moving Dream Warriors on up to the number two position. There we go, man. Right under the OG. That is the second best in the entirety of the A Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Now, I got to ask you. Yes, Chad, I sang that so well. I probably got a copyright strike. I am bummed. Ross Incognito says he met Jamie Kennedy. Nice guy. He is a wild trip. Really, man? I need to know that freaking story, dude. Really need to know that story. And how did you happen to talk to him about Tremors? What did he think about appearing in Tremors? Oh, come on, John. I'm doing my best. I'll do my, hey, maybe that can be a goal. We'll get Eddie Vedder going, okay? Man. I know, dude. I know. We got to get Steel Panther up in here, man. Which, by the way, I would love to see in concert someday. I feel like that would be so fun. All right, man. All right, my friends. What movie would you nominate to go right here in the number 3 position? What movie would you nominate for the third best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street film? Now, remember, the original A Nightmare on Elm Street and Dream Warriors is taken right now. It is taken. And we can't, and maybe J.K., with him donating to challenge a movie, maybe he can be our own little Freddy Krueger, Liam Neeson. Because, man, it got taken. And when we're going to send J.K. in to fix things up, baby. Mm-hmm. All right, so I see New Nightmare, Freddy versus Jason, and Dream Master. Okay, that is being nominated for number 3 best overall. So let's see here. Master is 4, Hammerhead. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Okay. And we had Freddy versus Jason and Craven's New Nightmare. Okay. Any other nominees? Okay. Here we go, my friends. Here we go. New poll is up. Cast your votes. Your vote counts, my friends. Your vote counts. This is the poll that matters. This is the most important voting process you could ever partake in, period. I don't care what anybody tries to feed you. This is it. This is it. And I am a little bit surprised here. I'm a little bit surprised by the results that I'm seeing. This is a very tightly contested race here between Freddy versus Jason and A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master. Billy Judd, I will give Dream Master, it does have a very creative kill, and of course Debbie the Roach Girl, but I will challenge and say Dream Master also has one of the laziest kills in the entire franchise, and that is, of course, when Freddy Krueger fights Rick, fights an invisible Freddy Krueger and gets killed. That was so incredibly lame. After hyping Rick up like that, like he was going to be this martial arts expert and just whipping that booty, and then we saw what happened to him. So I will say that they had a very lazy death in that one too. Oh, vile. Vile. The Freddy versus Jason soundtrack, brother. I was just listening to it. I have had that soundtrack since it came out. I absolutely love the Freddy versus Jason soundtrack, dude. It is literally chef's kiss. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 soundtrack was good, but man, Freddy versus Jason just stomps on every other sound. I mean, oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. That is a soundtrack that I will always have. Another soundtrack you might like, it's got some really good songs on it. Also, some kind of lame songs, but is the Resident Evil soundtrack for the original movie. It had some really good ones and some unfortunate remixes too, because the songs that they remixed were better if they had just left them alone, but still cool to hear. Cool to hear. DGen talking on Rick's death scene in Dream Master. Yeah, it was such a cheesy, bad death scene, bro. Such a cheesy, bad death scene. Yes, Typo Negative is on the Freddy vs. Jason soundtrack. We will electrocute. Yes, Trav, I would personally say it is a better soundtrack than the original Crow. Ooh, The Return of the Living Dead has a great soundtrack. Great sound. Absolutely. Tonight we'll make love till we die. The Surfing Dead. Yeah, dude. Love that soundtrack. Love all those songs, man. Yeah, they make it on my Halloween playlist every single year. Oh, dude, Vile, I want to see El Nino just because of that soundtrack, and they, of course, introduced me to El Nino. But the bad thing is they lost their lead singer. I would love to see him with their OG lead singer, and I'd also love to see Fear Factory with Burton, but unfortunately, he's gone. All right, bringing this poll to a close, my friends. Bringing this poll to a close, and the winner. Chicken dinner, I can't see the results because YouTube crapped the bed, so let me refresh. But I do believe it is safe to say, okay, Dream Master taking the vote, but barely, only barely, man. Only barely. So let's go ahead and move Dream Master up here. Freddy versus Jason. Definitely giving the Dream Master a run for its money, though. But hey, you guys, the horror fam hath spoken. A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master is officially the third best film in the franchise overall. So there we go, my friends. Now, I want you to nominate your picks for fourth best overall. Throw your nominations up and we will get a vote going. Kevin the Collector saying, "What's up, Talk Horror? Saw the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie when I was a kid and saw the sequels out of order. Watched part 2, 3, and 4 later in elementary school and then saw Dream Child." Dude. Kev, which one? Okay. Which one gave you the most nightmares or scared you the most? I gotta know, because you saw him young as well. I gotta know, man. Gotta know, dude. There you go, Trav. All 5, Anna. There we go. Trav remembers, baby. Let's hear it for Trav. Yeah. Trav with the remembrance. I like it, Trav. I like it. You're on my good side tonight, baby. Old Zim Zam Flim Flam. Oh, dude. Ross, the Lost Boys soundtrack still hits. I got it at a Budget Tapes and Records years ago. Dude, and Poor Budget doesn't even exist anymore. This is wild. So for those of you who don't know, Ross is a fellow West Virginian. And I've been to these places he's talking about. This is pretty crazy, dude. Budget. It sucks that they went under, but I'll tell you something. I'm always going to regret Ross, and you probably know what I'm talking about. Not yet, but when I come, you'll probably have seen this too. Do you remember? I believe it was an 18-inch Eric Draven from the Crow figure they had in there. I regret so bad that I never picked that thing up. I regret so bad that I never bought that thing, dude. Budget was so cool. budget was so cool. All right, let's see here. Hammerhead, Stephen Chang, and J.K. voting for Freddy versus Jason. Freddy versus Jason. D-Gen throwing down a vote for New Nightmare. Let's see. Ross remembers. Yes, sir, dude. I wish I had bought that Eric Draven. That thing was so cool. All right. I'm going to throw a vote up, my friends. I'm going to throw a vote up. There weren't many nominees for this one. So I'm just going to throw a vote up here, a poll up, excuse me. So here we go. Okay. And we had Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Freddy versus Jason. No one has nominated Part 5, Part 6, nor the remake yet. I just want to throw that out there. All right, the poll is up, everybody. Cast your votes right now, and I'll get to these comments while everybody's voting. Brian Perry, it's 19 degrees out there. I am only 2 degrees ahead of you right now, my friend, and there is a little bit of snow on the ground. It came an ice storm last night, and it hasn't melted off. And yeah, very weird to get an ice storm. Super weird. Vile voted for New Nightmare. Blansky saying Freddy's Revenge. Chad is saying Freddy versus Jason should be second to last. Jason carried that film, and he carried Freddy's head at the end of that movie. What do you think about that? What? Just what? Nobody like that. Nobody like that. Come on. I tried to hit you with the pun. Come on. I'm still getting used to the sound pad, dang it. Bye, we get there. Kevin's saying, I would say the first one scared me, and then Freddy versus Jason scared me, and I finally saw Final Nightmare in elementary school, maybe middle school, rented from Blockbuster, and saw New Nightmare as a kid also. So the first one scared Kevin the most. I like that, dude. I like that. Chad is saying that he would nominate the remake, but no one else acknowledges greatness. Hey, look, man, nobody's going to acknowledge it if you don't champion for it, Chad. You got to throw your votes in there, man, when we're trying to determine the nominees, bro. I mean, come on, dude. If you want to run for president like you were talking about earlier, then it's the little things like this that are going to matter. BP cast his vote. Max is like, come on, F versus Jason, baby. Hammerhead complimenting a little bit on the sex appeal of Jason in Freddy versus Jason. Hammerhead, I don't know if that's where we were going with that poll, but Hammerhead, you can take it and run with it, brother. I like that. D-Gen saying Freddy versus Jason was more of a Friday the 13th movie since Jason got more screen time. I don't know if that's necessarily true that Jason got more screen time. I will say that I would be interested in seeing the statistics on that, but I will say that it was a bit surprising that Jason did kill Freddy in that movie, considering New Line Cinema, which is of course the house that Freddy built, was the one who put out that movie and, purchased the rights to Jason Voorhees. I'm amazed they let their boy Freddy go down like that. But I guess Friday the 13th was the hotter property. I don't know. Jose is saying none of them ever actually scared him. Freddy is his hero. Whoa, dang, dude. I feel you, Jose, coming in hardcore, man. Hardcore, calling Freddy his hero. Ooh, Changster, man. How is Catherine Isabel? Big fan. All right, here we go. Going to end this poll. Oh, no, I'm not. Well, yes, I am. Here we go, my friends. The victor of this round goes to Freddy versus Jason, edging out Wes Craven's New Nightmare and A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. for what are we at? What are we at? Where's Freddy versus Jason going? It is the fourth best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street film in the franchise is Freddy versus Jason. Jose coming in late. So, of course, I'm going to show off the leaderboards to Jose. Number 1 is the original. Number 2, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Number 3 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. And number 4, as you just saw, officially went to Freddy versus Jason. Now we have A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge left. A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child left. Freddy's Dead, which is A Nightmare on Elm Street 6. Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and the A Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Which of those will take 5th place as a best A Nightmare on Elm Street film? So I want you guys and gals of the Horror Fam to cast your nominees right now. Right now, and then we'll get a poll going to see who takes 5th place. Ross, I would love that. Ross, I think, you know what, man? I think you should go for that, dude. I think you should go for that. Ross, have you seen the, my God, is it like Zombie Presents or something like that? The video for I Still Believe, and you just see Tina Turner grabbing up on Tim Capello's ass the whole time because he was Tina Turner's saxophone player. Dude, her hand is all up over his ass, dude. Oh my God, so hilarious. But yeah, dude, and you got to break out the big dog chain and wear it too. Got to, bro. Got to. Jose is saying, I always loved Freddy because he wasn't the typical walk forward and stable stab villain. He has so much more depth. Jose, Anna and I have discussed A Nightmare on Elm Street on the show before, and we pretty much agree, man. The great thing about the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise is just how unique it is. Very good franchise, man. A very good, as it went on, Freddy got silly. He became kind of what I refer to as MTV Freddy, which is what it is. But dude, man, Wes Craven, I mean, coming out in 1984 and changing up the slasher game like that is just pure legendary, man. Pure legendary. Okay, so here's what we got. Okay, so Hammerhead's nominating Freddy's Revenge, as is Blansky. D-Gen voting New Nightmare. Billy Judd is voting for Freddy's Dead. Wow, dude. Wow. Hammerhead loves him some Lisa Zane. Dang, bro. Ethan, what is going on, sir? How is married life treating you, brother? I'm getting the poll going right now, my friends. All right. So, and all right. I believe this is what we had going on. So I will go ahead and start the poll right now, friends. Cast your vote, Horror Fam. We got to figure out which is the 5th best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street film. Oh my God, Chad Edmonds. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You can't drop bombs like that in here. You can't drop bombs like that in here, man. Woo! Talking about the butte shot of Mike Tyson during the Netflix Tyson Paul stream. Oh my God, dude. That was just hilarious. And what a joke of a man. Being a fight fan and just seeing something like that is tough. All right. And we have a ton of people coming in from X right now. So if you're coming in from X or Twitch, because we are multi-streaming, feel free to hop in the chat, leave a comment. I will welcome you to the Horror Fam all appropriate like. So you don't have to be all left out in the cold, man. We have over 100 people in here right now, horror fam. Over 100 people, and I promise we don't bite. Not that hard. All right, dude. Yeah, Ross, Wes Craven was great. I even like Shocker, dude. And there's some that you forget, like Deadly Friend. I even like Deadly Friend. I like The People Under the Stairs. Like those are some movies that are Wes Craven movies that people don't talk about all that much, but were pretty good. Oh man, Hammerhead. I didn't even watch that, man. The Mike Tyson Jake Paul thing was one of those things. Like if I happen to remember it's happening and I, blah 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 blah, I'll check it out because I just knew it was kind of like a clown fight kind of thing. It was just there for pure entertainment, nothing else. So didn't even check out the woman fight. But what upset you about it? Dude, yeah, Chad, Deadly Friend it's good. I like it. I remember seeing it as a little kid and I revisited it as an adult. The scene that stuck out to me, of course, from my childhood was the basketball to the head, which of course caused the whole head explosion thing. Oh my goodness. That's why I remembered it, and that's how I refound Deadly Friend. I dig it, man. I dig it. Not the greatest thing he did, but I like it. Oh, talking about Take My Soul by Wes Craven DGN. I don't remember being a big fan of that one, but I do remember it. Or My Soul to Take. Yeah, there you go. My Soul to Take. That's what it was called. Hammerhead saying he's upset because it was a good fight, but the wrong woman won. I feel you, bro. All right. Voting is closing right now. Everybody cast their vote. Blah, 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 blah. English, it's a thing. Everybody cast their vote, and it has been determined. And this is okay. This is a little bit surprising knowing a Nightmare on Elm Street fans, but Freddy's Revenge voted as being 5th best overall a Nightmare on Elm Street film. All right, my friends, nominate what you believe to be the 6th best overall a Nightmare on Elm Street film. Don't forget, he also did The Serpent and the Rainbow as another Wes Craven film. Dude, yeah, the People Under the Stairs is a really good movie. I'm a little bit bummed that apparently they're going to remake it, and I believe Jordan Peele is the one behind that. A little bit bummed about that, man. I don't know if they'll be able to capture the same spirit and soul of that film because modern horror movies, I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to be creative enough to pull something like that off. Okay, well, here's what we'll do. I'm going to get the poll ready. My friends. Here we go. We are going to find out. Here we go. See. And getting the poll lined up right now, my friends. Don't you worry. Here we go. Poll is up. Cast your votes right now. We're going to find out which is the 6th best overall in the entire franchise. Yeah, Serpent and the Rainbow is one that a lot of people forget about, Ross, but pretty dang good, man. Pretty dang good. Oh yeah, the Pool Party Massacre and Freddy's Revenge is really good, Billy Judd. Really good. And I can't remember who said it earlier. It was possibly Vile, but the big fire behind his back and everything is such an iconic image. Women of Darkness, welcome to the Horror Fam. You can never grow old, you can never die. You are now one of us. Welcome home, my friend. Glad to see you in here. Everybody, please welcome Women of Darkness to the Horror Fam. Red Eye, I really need to rewatch soon. I've been talking about it a little bit on the stream. Need to rewatch that soon. I remember liking it. And Cursed, I liked it. I liked it. Need to rewatch it again, though. Really do need to rewatch it again. Ross saying, I'm almost 40. To me, real horror hit a wall after and around 1995. Dang, dude. What would you say, Ross? What would you say caused the decline for you then, brother? What would you say caused the decline of horror in your opinion? Blansky, take care of yourself. Make some good eats, brother, and have a wonderful night. Hammerhead is saying they'll get Richard Brake for people under the stairs. You like that. Hammerhead is still hanging on to the Richard Brake trivia question I included Monday, and I like it. Kevin want to know, could we get a Wes Craven film ranking and maybe for the new year, a John Carpenter ranking from best to worst? Any surprises for the new year we can expect from the channel? Kevin, I am taking note of this right now. We can absolutely get that rolling. And probably pretty soon, my friend. I like that a lot, man. We're definitely going to make that happen, dude. And yes, I do have some surprises coming up. I have a ton of new equipment that just came in. I'm getting it set up, and we are going to get some great videos going, some great videos and some great podcasts. And I'm also getting some amazing guests as well. Let's see. Yes, Chad, of course. The last house on the left. Yeah. I know. I'm picking up what you're throwing down, man. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. During the trailers for that movie, they repeated over and over to avoid fainting. It's only a movie. It's only a movie. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let's close out the voting and see which A Nightmare on Elm Street film takes 6th best overall. And this one's not coming as much of a surprise here. Wes Craven's New Nightmare has been officially voted by you, the horror fam, as the 6th best overall A Nightmare on Elm Street film in the franchise. Now we're going to get the voting going again. I'm going to get the poll ready. We no longer need nominees because I can fit all these in here. So here we go. Loading up the poll right now, my friends. Here we go. The poll is up. Cast your votes. Max Knapp saying, I love the motorcycle scene in part 5, growing up around bikers and being a nerd for bikes. 5 just made all my loves come together with that kill. What is that? Fuel injection. I know what you're talking about, Max. I know exactly what you're talking about. If you haven't checked it out, you should check out the extended version of that death scene. The version that was released is edited. There is a uncut version that is, whoo, it's pretty. I mean, we all know how nasty that motorcycle scene in part 5 is and just how gruesome and stuff. The uncut version gives you even more, buddy. So enjoy. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. Ross is saying that what, in his opinion, caused the downfall of horror a little bit after 1995 is just the vibe and the times, he thinks. I can feel you on that, man. Horror definitely changed in the horror's ever evolving. Horror is just ever evolving, I feel like, and it goes through phases like everything else. And sometimes it goes through those phases a little bit harder than everything else, man. Viola saying CGI caused horror to go downhill. CGI can be good, but it started to get overused in the 90s, and it just wasn't there yet, man. Hell, I don't think CGI is there now. I think CGI can be used to enhance practical effects, to like a little sprinkling of glitter to make something look a little bit better. But I don't think like creating an entire ass CGI monster and just letting that run around on the screen while the actor is clearly in a damn studio against a green screen. That's, come on, dude. Come on. Jose saying, I'm so sad right now. My Christmas Reagan shirt went to the wrong address. It went to a place I lived 5 years ago. Oh my goodness, dude. Well, I guess Merry Christmas to those people. They're probably wondering what in the hell is going on getting that thing delivered to their address, man. But that sucks. What can you even do about something like that, man? Oh. Dude, Tales from the Crypt is a classic, Ross. Such a classic, dude. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going to close the voting and see what takes. Oh my goodness. Woo. All right. The Dream Child, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5. The Dream Child has been voted as 7th best overall, a Nightmare on Elm Street film. Now, HorrorFam, now we are at the bottom of the shit pile, as they say. We have Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, and A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. They are going to battle it out for the worst A Nightmare on Elm Street film. Here we go, my friends. Here we go. Setting up the poll right now. Let the voting commence. Kaminsky. Ross, I haven't even checked it out, man. The CGI in The Walking Dead, but I can only imagine, man, that's television CGI on a show that really got milked to death. So I can't even imagine the CGI they used in that thing, man. I'm with Hammerhead. I really hope they can forward that shirt somehow, dude. I really hope so, Jose. That super sucks, man. DGen is saying that he figured that the voting would come down to these two films for the worst. Good guess, man. Good guess. Vile saying, yes, enhancing effects is how CGI works. To this day, I think the ghosts in the film, The Frighteners, is some of the best CGI enhancement in a film. Dude, that is one that I really need to go back and watch. I think I even own it. Yeah, I own it. I haven't watched it since I was a teenager, a young teen, maybe even a preteen, dude. I can't remember. So really need to check that one out again. You know, I think there's, if I remember right, in American Horror Story, Murder House, if you remember the character who got burnt up and he was kind of walking around manipulating stuff, if I remember right, like there's a scene where he sees his family that he had burnt up and they still have like little embers embedded in their skin. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. So CGI for stuff like that. And I think they did that in the Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 remake as well. Like they embedded some embers into Freddy's skin as if he was still burning post-mortem. I thought that was really cool, man. Ethan is saying he just wants to say that the Nightmare on Elm Street remake is the absolute worst. It's not Robert Englund. Plus, they made Freddy a child. I don't know if YouTube, if I should say that, which makes him more sinister, but that's just gross. Well, you have to remember, Ethan, that he's that in the original as well. Like they just weren't allowed to come out and say it, but that's kind of always a thing. But I get it. Like in the remake, they come out and say it and they run with it. So I get you on that, man. Chad Edmonds says his list, I'll go over this after voting closes, Chad, and we'll see. JK said, Bo, I've got to go now, but I'll be back Thursday. Please let Brian and Chad have my challenges, bud. Love you, JK. Absolutely will do, man. And thank you so much for the support, brother. Sending JK, of course, sending over $25. You can see him in the bottom marquee at the bottom of the screen right now, just floating on by. That's JK down there. Thank you so much for your support, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Ross saying season 1 American Horror Story by far the best season, not even close. I really liked season 1 a lot. I liked season 2, and I also liked Freak Show. But besides those, man, Hotel had some moments, but I love the Evil Dead remake. I love the Evil Dead remake, man. I don't remember a ton of CGI in it, though. Take care, JK. We love you, brother. Thank you, man. All right, here we go. Here we go, my friends. I'm going to close the voting, and we are going to find out which is the worst A Nightmare on Elm Street film of all time. And this may come as a surprise to some, but Freddy's Dead did take a spot, which makes the A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 remake the worst A Nightmare on Elm Street film in the franchise. And there we go, my friends. There we go. Let's hear it for everybody that voted. Yes. Very good, my friends. Very good, baby. So this is what the boards look like right now, but we are not finished. So everybody stay in your seats. Okay. Voting is not over just yet. Now, this is the first iteration, but we have JK who purchased some challenges. So we're going to see how that changes things up. If it does it all, if it does it all. But here's what you voted for, Horror Fam. The best A Nightmare on Elm Street film in the entire franchise, you voted as being the original A Nightmare on Elm Street, followed by A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Number 3 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Number 4, Freddy vs. Jason. Number 5, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Number 6, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Number 7, A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Number 8, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. And you voted, Horror Fam. This is what you saith, and it is law. The worst A Nightmare on Elm Street film is the 2010 remake. But there are some challenges here. So first up, I'm going to say, Brian Perry, what would you like your challenge to be? I can let you pit 2 of these movies against each other, and we will see how it turns out. What would your challenge be, brother? And we will cast a vote. Brian Perry, waiting on you, man. Just let us know. Hammer saying if he were going to grab one of these to watch right now, it would be Freddy versus Jason. What makes you say that, Hammerhead? Just curious. Just curious. Max Knapp saying the remake is easily the worst. He loved the idea. They should have made Freddy innocent. Would have been crazy turn, but it just never felt right without Robert Englund as Freddy. I got you. I got you, man. Okay, so Brian Perry is saying that he votes Freddy versus Jason is better than part 4. So we are going to put this to a poll here, and we're going to see what you say, Horror Fam. We're going to see. Let's see. Here we go, Horror Fam. Now, part 4 is, of course, The Dream Master. Part 4 is The Dream Master, but Brian Perry is challenging that Freddy versus Jason is better than this movie. We're going to put it to a vote and see. Hey, you take care of yourself, Vile. You have a great night, brother. Stay safe out there, dude. Love you, bro. Hammerhead is saying it's a good story and kills. The only flaw was that Jason was afraid of water. Wait, Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use this? Ross, hey, thank you, brother. We will catch you in the next one. Stay warm in Charleston, bro. Stay warm. Maybe I'll see you that way soon, dude. All right, let's look. Everybody cast your vote right now. We are tied up. This cannot end in a draw. This cannot end in a draw. Please don't let it end in a draw. Everybody cast your votes right now. A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master versus Freddy versus Jason. Everybody cast your vote right now. I'm going to give it another minute. I'm going to give it another minute and we will see where things land. All right, everybody. Let's see. Hammerhead saying he put his vote in, baby. And Chad, I want you to be thinking about what your challenge is going to be because, of course, you have a challenge coming up courtesy of HorrorFam legend J.K. HorrorFam legend J.K. Brian Perry voted. Brian Perry throwing his vote down. We have 30 seconds left, my friends. 30 seconds. Cast your votes right now. Everybody, get those votes going. DGen saying, I hate that they made Jason afraid of water too, because in the other movies, he's swimming in the water. Yeah, it was nonsensical. They were desperate to find a weakness, dude. I guess that's it. They were just desperate to find a weakness. I am closing the poll right now. The Horror Fam has spoken that the leaderboard was not set in stone. And Brian Perry, your challenge goes through, bro. Your challenge goes through. Freddy versus Jason climbing the ranks. And A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master dropping in ranks. Freddy versus Jason now considered third best overall in the franchise. And A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 now considered fourth best overall in the franchise. Let's hear it for Brian Perry with a successful challenge. All right. All right, Chad. It is on you, Chad. Chad is saying that kind of ruined things for him because he wanted Freddy versus Jason to be even lower on the list. So now Chad Edmonds having to come through with what his challenge is going to be. Let us know, Chad. We believe in you, Chad. We think you can do it. And I'll tell you what, Chad, since JK sent over $25, if somebody else, or this applies to anyone else, anybody else sends over $5, I will grant you a challenge. $5 at a discount, a special discount bargain bin price tonight because of JK sending over 25. So somebody can pick that other challenge up for $5. Chad is saying he was going to do A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 versus Freddy versus Jason, but that is ruined. Well, Chad, here's what you can do then. You can challenge Part 2 versus Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Or hell, you could challenge A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 versus Freddy versus Jason. That, I mean, you may be able to sway the Horror Fam on that, even though the challenge just went through for that. Who knows? But here is the list again, dude. Here's the list again. Billy Judd dropping a little fact on us. Pinhead was going to be in the original Freddy versus Jason ending. Yes, he was. Freddy and Jason were going to continue fighting in hell, and Pinhead was going to show up and have an iconic Pinhead line. I think it was something like, now, boys, what's with all the fighting? Or something like that. Okay, so Chad is saying he thinks part 6, which is Freddy's Dead, is better than the Dream Child. We are going to put this to a vote and see. All right, let me get this ready. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The poll is up, my friends. Cast your votes right now. Which is better? A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child, or Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare? Chad throwing it down. He's trying to convince everybody. He's like, come on, Dream Child was horrible, guys. Come on, that's what he's saying. But is that how things will stand? Is that how things will stand? We shall see. Everybody cast your vote. Everybody cast your vote. That is true, Chad. At least in part 6, Freddy was playing with power. And it had the great Brecken Meyer. And let's not forget Lisa Zane, dude. Billy Judd is saying he liked Freddy's Dead best because it had a head explosion. Yeah, poor... Oh God, what was his name? What was his name, Billy Judd? The poor kid with the hearing aid. Oh, that was so horrible. That scene was horrible. I felt so bad for him. Jose saying, I like Dream Child simply for the fact that she couldn't control the dreams because it was the baby. A whole new aspect. That is cool. And I have a feeling this poll would go differently too, Jose, if Max Knapp was in here because he likes the Dream Child. And he's left. We're losing some of the people who were in here. And these challenges are going through now, man. I think Chad, was biding his time and struck at the perfect moment for these to go through. Carlos, there you go. Could not remember that for some reason. Thank you, Billy Judd. Chad saying, I was convinced Lisa Zane was a dude for years. What changed your opinion? Hammerhead saying that would be her brother, Billy Zane. Yep. All right, my friends. All right. I'm going to close the voting. I believe everybody voted who wants to vote. If not, okay, I'll give it 1 more minute. 1 more minute. 10 more seconds. Never mind. 10 more seconds to cast your votes, and then I'm going to close this up, and we will see if this challenge goes through. Boom. Okay. Ending the poll right now. And Max. Oh my goodness. Max sliding back in. Like, hold on. Well, I hate to tell you, Max, but Chad's challenge did in fact go through. And Freddy's Dead now moving up the leaderboards. Freddy's Dead now rated the 7th worst overall, while the Dream Child falls to 8th place. All right. And there is a challenge up for grabs. If anybody wants to swing over $5, if anybody donates $5, you can have a challenge, because we are sitting at 25 and they were $10 a piece. But hey, we're sitting at 25. Somebody sends over a $5 we'll get another challenge going. But here is the leaderboards as they lie. A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, voted as the best overall of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Second place is Dream Warriors. Third place, Freddy vs. Jason. Fourth place, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Fifth place, Freddy's Revenge, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Number 6 is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. 7th is Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Number 8 is A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child. And in last, at the bottom of a lonely leaderboard, we have A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, the remake. So, there you go, my friends. That is the voting as they lie. I will allow a challenge for the next couple of minutes. If we get a donation coming through for $5, I will allow another challenge. But in the meantime, my friends, let's do some last minute questions and comments and get talking some horror, baby. Get talking some horror. And while we do that, I want to send a huge thank you to J.K. for being a channel member. Welcome to prime time, baby. Welcome to prime time, JK, being a channel member for 49 months. That is over 4 years now. And not only that, but JK tipped $25. Thank you so much, JK, dude. Helps tremendously. And could somebody celebrate their channel membership or something like that? I want to see if those sounds come through now for everybody. So there is a sound that plays when someone subscribes. There's a sound that plays when somebody becomes a channel member. There's a sound that plays when somebody donates. There's a sound that plays when somebody leaves a super chat. And there we go, baby. Thank you so much, Max and Hammerhead. Previously, you could not hear these sounds. I am wondering, can everybody hear those now on the stream? Woo, Max got the 10 months, baby. Almost at a year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hammerhead also at a 10 months. These guys back to back, baby. I'm loving it. Y'all got the sound, huh? Yeah. Making things a little more special. And now that I have the new equipment and you all can hear that, there's going to be some new sounds coming up for things like donations and channel memberships and all that. So that should be really cool. That should be really cool. Stephen Chang, a notification never came through for that, brother. Maybe you did not have private or public subscriptions turned on. Yes. Different levels of perks. Yeah. So if I remember right, Max, you can correct me on this. I believe Max is a full-fledged zombie. Not sure on that. Or no, Max is rising from the grave. Hammerhead is a new cadaver. Yes, there are different levels. Chad is a full-fledged zombie. So if he celebrated, you would see that. Oh, Artie, I'm totally going to record my own sound. That's part of what's going to happen. That is part of what's going to happen. Should be super fun, dude. Yeah. I'm going to have to think on it really hard. But yeah, we have some cool stuff here, you know. Yeah, I have been unleashed now. I have so many goodness.
Yeah, I can do stuff like this. How do y'all like
that?
Well, what about this? How do you like those apples?
Hammerhead. There you go, baby. Oh, Chad Edmonds celebrating being a member for 16th months. He pulls the higher rank, 14 months and counting. And not only that, but if you look, Chad Edmonds is a full-fledged zombie. Full-fledged zombie. 16 months, Chad. Yeah, come on. Don't do yourself a disservice, man. Oh yeah, dude. Max is, he's like, do you want to party? Bow, bow, bow. It's party time. Dude, yeah, Steven, I'll hit you up, bro. We're going to lock that down, man. We're going to lock that down. I'm not busy with all the Thanksgiving festivities now, so you keep a lookout, man. Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go, horror fam. There we go. We got some exciting new things. As you can see, you all said that the audio sounds better. I am so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that the sounds are coming through officially. This is really cool. This is really cool. And the camera is the next thing. The camera is the next thing. So you don't have to see me constantly doing this so it doesn't shut off. I know, Chad. We got to figure out our stream, man. We're going to have Chad on here as a guest, and we're going to talk some horror. Ooh, Stephen Chang saying John said she might show up for some Saw rankings. That would be awesome, dude. That would be awesome. All right, my friends, I'm going to give this a couple more minutes, send over some last minute questions and comments, and I will get to them. Now, Chad is saying that his list for ranking the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise would go like this. Number 1 would be The Dream Master. Number 2 would be Freddy's Dead. Number 3 would be the remake. Number 4 would be Freddy's Revenge, which is part 2. Number 5 would be Freddy versus Jason. Number 6 would be A New Nightmare. Number 7 would be part 3, The Dream Warriors. Number 8 would be part 5, The Dream Child. And number 9 would be the original. Why would you rate the original as the worst in the franchise? My goodness, Chad, that's some hot takes, dude. Hot takes. Yes, Saw would be so fun, and I am a huge Saw fan too, Artsy. Yes, please. Hammerhead, Jesus wept. Hammerhead, you'll be happy to know that I am reading The Hellbound Heart right now. I know. Chad is saying the original was so slow and boring. BP saying, tell Anna that I hope she feels better soon. Absolutely will. Billy Judd saying, why did Freddy murder his wife? Maybe she saw a little something she wasn't supposed to see, Billy Judd. He caught her looking around in the basement and had to clear it up. Had to cover those tracks. Yes, DJN, very hot take. Very hot take. All right, my friends. All right. So I want a show of hands. Who is showing up for horror trivia on Monday? Who's showing up for some talk horror trivia on Monday? I want to see everybody getting back in there, baby. Come on. I want to see that record getting broke. I want to see that record get broken, please. It's been at 10 for so long. Chad is saying he'll be there. BP is saying there. Stephen Chang want to know if his team's. RG says you'll try. Zimzam Flim Flam is going to be there. Jose saying he might. Max is, baby. Well, I want to know. Hammerhead is going to be there. I want to know, should we do teams or solo? What's everybody's vote on that? What is everybody's vote on that? Should we go team skis or solo? Let me see. And if you haven't, my friends, I'm going to drop a link in the chat right now. It's a poll I did in the community for everyone to vote on. Check it out. Don't know why YouTube is doing that. There we go. Check it out. Cast your vote. That is for the best of Nightmare on Elm Street in the series. That's kind of where, I guess I should have changed up the options now that I'm seeing what, but hey. Oh, everybody is voting solo. Dang. Dang. Okay. Okay. So we will do solo trivia on Monday. Okay. Okay. We can make that happen, my friends. We can make that happen. All right. Let's do. Oh man, you let me know, Stephen Chang. I would love to get Betsy Russell on the show. That would be absolutely awesome. I have her autograph back here somewhere. But all right, my friends, that is it for tonight's ranking. Let's get it in for everybody who voted and helped us determine the correct order of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Worst to best, baby. Let's hear it. All right, my friends, I'm going to go get me something to eat. I'm going to prep for some horror trivia on Monday, and I will be at it again. And like I said, man, hey, getting the new equipment in. Exciting stuff coming, my friends. I told y'all it was coming, and it's because of y'all's support, man. Y'all's support helps so much. Like I said, with the memberships, with the donations, with just showing up. Love it, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Some exciting things happening. Got some new videos coming too. And some exciting topics for upcoming live streams and guests, my friends. But all right. Y'all take care of yourselves. I'm glad to have every single one of you back from Thanksgiving, man. You got them full tummies. You came home safe. I love it. So I expect you to be there from all the streams from here on out. All right, everybody. I love every single one of y'all, man. Y'all have a great night. HorrorFam strong all night long, baby. Until next time, my friends, look horror, listen horror, talk horror. I love every single one of you. Good night, everybody.